Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, rather quiet day, but Bitcoin has declined a little bit more. Nothing major, you know, this is not like a crash or anything, but Bitcoin has over the last few days already lost some value, you know, from roughly 99K down to now roughly 91 today. So that didn't all happen in one day, but it is most likely that 15 or more % pullback that I warned about in recent videos, especially throughout last week. I was quite vocal about the not only possibility, but the expectation that we would get a 15% pullback or more. Now, some of those 15% have now already materialized. So the idea was that nobody should be surprised if we get a deeper pullback from that area around 100K, while I actually wanted to see one more final push maybe to 100K. That at the moment at least looks as if that doesn't materialize, even though now that we could really be in this fourth wave, and we talk about that a bit more, that B wave bounce here that could absolutely happen might actually take us to 100K. So sometimes when those, let's say, ideal levels aren't reached, then maybe sometimes the B wave, which is actually part of the next correction, sometimes reaches it. But only a few days ago, you know, I'm obviously talking about that in the videos every single day when we talk about the daily chart. In this video, I only want to talk about the short term, but that's why we also have those updates on our Discord channel to really have everything in one place so people don't miss anything. The most important statements are here. So what I highlighted on the 20th, that's not long ago, you know, just a reminder that the price is expected to drop at least 10 to 15% in the blue scenario shortly. Well, not now, but shortly. So I think we're only a few days away from that statement, possibly even 25% or so in the white scenario. Okay, and these other scenarios we're covering on the daily chart. I'm not going to open that now, that screenshot, but we talk about that on the daily chart. So just want to give you some context that everybody who's been watching the videos or who's been following our written updates, there shouldn't be any surprise that we get a deeper pullback, right? So I did say what this means is that nobody should be surprised at all if we find ourselves, actually wrote off, but you know, if we find ourselves in the 70K region even in a wave 4 correction, showing like the deeper pullback scenario here. This is not a short trade setup, right? I think we're still in a bullish market, but make sure you understand the risk, right? And that's very important because as we're getting into those larger topping regions, there are probably a couple of more pullbacks before we actually get to the let's say a major top. Could a major top have formed? Yeah, but you know, we talked about all of that. I don't want to get into that in this video. So it's just about understanding that if we started a larger pullback, we could be a few weeks in it, especially if this is a fourth wave. I don't even know if it is this fourth wave, right? We might be in that white wave 4 that might take us a little bit lower, that we talk about every day on the daily time frame. We discuss the daily time frame, then we might see actually the area around sort of 70K, yeah? So first of all, what I want to see in the next few days, I want to be able to rule out one more high, because if I can do that, then we can start to sketch out the pathway to lower, and it would be either A, B, C in my view, or A, B, C, yeah, in wave 4, or actually this is just a larger A wave, we do another B and then another C, which would be the more bearish scenario, but overall still in a bullish market. I would see all of that as a large range, and it can be reasonable to, in that correction, to carefully accumulate for the next rally, right? That is at least a strategic thought. Now, if that's right for you, only you can decide. I don't see a clear short trade setup, I have to say that as well. Yeah, I don't see a clear short trade setup because we don't have impulsive price action to the downside. Now, that is why it shouldn't be a problem if we suddenly get another spike higher, right? Because that additional rally that could still happen could still be circle wave 3. So we could still get one more high. I might be wrong about the idea that we're already in circle 4. Well, okay, not necessarily wrong. It's just that probabilities have slightly shifted, right? That's what the purpose of the Fibonacci support levels is. So we broke that depth of the pullback. It is quite deep for this internal fourth wave now, which is why I said, look, probabilities have shifted, but can I rule out another high? No. So we have to leave that door open, which is why technically speaking, I don't think a short trade is good here. Now, if you still want to short trade, that's up to you. But for me, no, not yet. Not until we see any 5-wave movements to the downside, which we don't at the moment. So the possibility is either that we get a large B wave. That's a possibility. It's a potential. You can't predict that. Or even one more high in wave 5. But primarily, I'm watching now that larger ABC. And once we get below the red line, I will remove the one more high scenario from the chart. Right? That probably might happen tomorrow. So I expect we're in the larger correction, but I see the potential possibly of a short-term bounce from here, which might be the B wave in wave 4. And then we'll see where we are when we get into this area between roughly 85.6K to 81.6K. So I think that should be quite clear, gives you all the levels to watch. This is clearly corrective price action to the downside. There is clearly no impulse from any low yet that would suggest that we are starting a next rally or something, but we've hit micro support here. Yeah, yesterday I showed you that kind of cluster here of support levels, 89,950, 90,680, 91,000, just something to watch, right? For the majority of market participants, that's not going to be anything major here, but you know, anybody who's scalping, maybe, you know, these are just some levels to watch at the moment. But yeah, from a structural point of view, we are likely in that larger wave 4. That might change. We're still in the early days from this. If this is a wave 4, you have to patience, right? We need patience. This could be with us for a few weeks, but we'll see how we work through. Once we get a little bit more progress or more price data in, we can probably give a better idea of how long it might take or so. Yeah, that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Quick reminder that until the 30th of November, we still have our 20% offer for a annual membership gift card that you can buy from our shop. That gives you not only the normal 20% that we anyway have on an annual membership, but the additional 20% just for, let's call it Black Friday week. That's only valid until the 30th of November. And the good thing is not only new members can do that, you know, also existing members can buy that gift card and extend their membership with it, you know, if you want to. That was very important for me that, you know, when you get a lot of these, you know, Black Friday deals, it's always for new members only, but I always want to keep it fair. So it's for everybody who wants to become a member or who is a member already, and you can extend your membership with that. If you need help with that or have a question, please reach out by email, but it's all described here on X. You know, there's a process, just gives you the link, gives you the discount code, what you need to do. But if you still have a question, reach out. Very important, because a few people misunderstood. What you buy here is a gift card. Now you can use that or a gift card code, virtual gift card. You can use that to gift it to someone, right? I mean, it's that season, right? End of the year. Or you can use it for yourself, right? To either extend your current membership or if you're a new member. And again, around the 30th or at the end of the 30th, that will become an invalid code. And then we're back to normal prices. So that's just something that we thought we would do to help out anybody who's looking maybe for a discounted way to extend the membership or get into the membership. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.